everybody. I am back with what has turned out to be more of a 2-week update, just because sometimes it's slow moving and there's not a lot of big news. But past couple weeks have been good. I did get a new doctor because I just did not care for the gal I was seeing. I honestly think part of it was she's really young, which, not to be ageist, but having some sort of common, life experience is always good. And I felt like she didn't really listen to me. And I know kind of the last straw was when I was like, I just really have to lose some weight because I feel horrible and I just don't want to live the rest of my days being fat and uncomfortable. So I had sent her a message about, I've been hearing a lot about these diabetes medicines being used to help weight loss, and it helps control hunger and yada yada. And she responded with it doesn't do any of those things. Okay, bold statement. So then she was like, if you want to do anything like that, I would refer you to a weight loss doctor in our city. So I said, okay, that's fine. And I had already known about him because I had thought about going there once before, but I was super turned off that the first thing was like, oh, if you're going to see him, then you have to buy his book. So I was like, that seems sketch. And then when I read the book previously, it was like, I'm sure it would be super helpful if you had never been on a diet in your entire life, because it was like, did you know that 4 inches of protein is approximately the size of a deck of cards? And it's like, yeah, so does everyone know that has ever been overweight and played the diet game. They know those kind of things. So I had passed on it last time, and I was like, whatever, if that's what I have to do, I'll go see him, whatever. So she was like, yep, I'll put in the referral and they'll call you. And I never got the referral and never got a call. So that's when I kind of said, screw this, and did the Calibrate thing on my own. So this doctor is a doctor my hubby goes and sees. He's my age. He noticed my Hufflepuff socks and was like, OMG, I'm a Hufflepuff too. So can't be a bad guy. He was super, super supportive of what I'm doing. He was like, that's a great plan for you. These medicines do work for weight loss. And told him at the time, a week ago, it was a cold day. We got a cold day off of school. It was a week ago yesterday, February 3rd, because no school that day, but I had to get up and get there for a 7:20 appointment. So, but he was like, I told him, I said, I've lost 28 pounds so far, and he legit was like, high five, that's great. So I was very pleased with that change and happy to have someone who is supportive of that. I am having a wee bit of a stall. I got to a point where I was down 29 pounds, and it's just been a little bit irritating because now I'm back up to like a pound. I mean, I know that's not horrible, but after pretty consistent weight loss, that has been a little bit of a bummer. But I'm trying. Old Chris would have been like, well, F this, let's go to Taco Bell or something. So I'm just like, there'll be ups and there'll be downs. So hopefully that'll work. Still taking the Trulicity and the metformin, no problems. I do find the Trulicity affects my hunger a lot. I don't feel like I need to eat as much, and I'm not as hungry. The only thing they said, it can cause diarrhea or constipation, and I feel a little of the latter, but that's okay. The new doctor suggested kiwis apparently can be helpful with that, like for a natural option. So I have been eating kiwis, which I bet I haven't had one in 20 years. Tastes like nothing like I remember, but kind of yummy, easy. But again, that's a small price to pay for some success. I am having major negative feelings about my coach. I need to do a little, sorry, I'm sitting my rower. I'm like, sit still. I have to do a little investigating, maybe like on the Calibrate Facebook group, if this is normal or not, because, and I think I said this before, I feel like I'm entering all this information into my app and he never looks at it, which maybe that's normal, but it was frustrating. I met with him on Tuesday. Our meeting is supposed to last 15 minutes and it lasted a whopping 3 minutes. And he was like, so how'd you do the last 2 weeks? And I said, well, as I told you when we met before, I'm not a good sleeper and I'm doing what I can. So then he said, okay, all right. And then he said, the next step is to do a 2-week reset, like the metabolism reset, which I really don't understand because I've been eating that way now for almost 3 months, but that's okay. So he's like, did you read the documentation that was downloaded to your app? And I'm like, yeah, I did. He was like, what'd you think? And I basically said, this is how I've been eating anyway. So I'm just gonna keep doing it, you know, maybe double check, rein in the portions, but I'm not eating anything really that's on the, you know, strict red food you can't eat. The naughtiest thing I probably do is I have beef once a week, but that's what the plan says you can do. So he was just like, okay, talk to you in 2 weeks. So I feel not connected to him at all, and I don't want someone who is going to push me, but I would like someone who maybe remembers what we talked about, and I feel like he doesn't have any flexibility, like he's going down a checklist. Here's my questions for you. When I don't answer as he's perfectly expecting someone to answer, then I feel he's just like, oh, you're on your own then. So that's real irritating. So I might look into, you can ask for a new coach. I don't know how that goes. I don't know. I almost wish I could interview a couple, but I'm guessing that's not how it works. So I'm gonna push ahead. I'm hoping. I've been doing like a half hour of rowing 3 days a week, and then weightlifting for a half an hour 2 days a week. So meeting the 120, no, that's more than that, 150 minutes goal that they set, which again won't come till later in the actual program. So I would be really frustrated if I was just like waiting for stuff to happen in the program. So, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna stay on track. I should get my Trulicity delivery today, and it ups me to the next dosage. So maybe that'll be a little kick in the pants that'll get things losing quicker again. But I think I just have to, you know, this has been a super great jump start, you know, 28, 29 pounds since Thanksgiving is awesome. And, you know, maybe now it'll be a little tougher road, but just to stay positive and keep going. So we are gonna go out to lunch today, and that's another thing I'm trying. I want to be able to go out. I don't think going out to lunch or something once a week is horribly unreasonable. So, you know, gonna go out, make good choices, because I do feel like my husband shouldn't totally have to suffer. Like, nope, we're not going out anywhere. So it's on me to make good choices. Although when he did suggest somewhere that's pizza, I said they really don't have any other options than a side salad. And a side salad does not a lunch make. So I figure I will just do my best. It's okay to have a little fun. So that's about all I have for this little update. Staying the course and still staying positive and losing. So I'm a loser. Just kidding. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on my journey. I appreciate your watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in a week or two. So I am ready to go on our lunch date. Just waiting for my hubby to get home. And for once, I wasn't wearing my hair pulled back with no makeup on. So I figured I would actually prove that sometimes I don't wear pajamas. Although I am still wearing pajamas. So that's kind of a lie. But I won't wear pajamas to lunch.